have always wanted a crystal keyboard that looks like this but find that it's too expensive, I have the perfect budget alternative for you. This is the Womier K75 full transparent keyboard, and I got it on Amazon for less than $100. So we're gonna unbox it and see how it looks like. One thing is that this is a wired keyboard and there's no Bluetooth on it, so if you're looking for a Bluetooth keyboard, then I'm so sorry, this is not for you. But if you're okay with a wired keyboard like me, I always use my keyboard on my desks and it's always wired, so I never ever use the Bluetooth function on all my other keyboards either. And you love crystal keyboards, then this might just be the perfect budget alternative for you. Okay, I'm just gonna turn off this light so you can see the RGB better, and I'm gonna show you the different kinds of RGB modes there are. So apparently for every mode you can change which color you want it to be, or you can choose the rainbow color one. It is so pretty. Okay, so that's it. That's all the RGB modes there are, and I think that you can download the software to customize the RGB and your keys as well. But first, let's listen to how this keyboard sounds as it came. So it actually stated on Amazon that the switches are supposed to be tactile, but when I received it, it came with clicky switches, as you can hear. And I don't really like clicky switches, so I actually bought my own tactile switches to change it. And this is the Akko Jelly Blue switch. I got this from Amazon as well. It comes in a box of 45 pieces, and each box only costs $6.90, so it's a really good price. But I think these are like maybe mediocre switches. Maybe it's not like the best. It's a good price, and I think it's just way better than these clicky switches. I'm just gonna type on these clicky switches and let you hear how it sounds like first. Okay, So now I have changed it to the Akko Jelly Blue switches. I know this is going to change the color of the keyboard, but I think when the RGB is on, the difference is probably very minimal. And be right back while I go and put on the keycaps now. Look at this. They look like ice cubes. So it does affect the color of your RGB. It will look like it has a blue tinge. So if you really want a crystal keyboard, you need to buy switches that are transparent. So let's hear how this sound like.
Okay, so I know that I've just taken apart my switches and keycaps and put them back, but now I'm going to take apart the keycaps again because I wanted to try out this new set of Lelelab keycaps. This is the Hokkaido white keycap set and it's honestly so pretty. I thought that it's gonna go really well with this keyboard, like a kind of like a snow and ice feeling. This keycap set is honestly so gorgeous. It's just pure white. It looks like marshmallows, to be honest. The wordings and letters on the keycaps are also in white as well. And then they also have these cute little graphics. So I'm gonna take it apart again and switch on to these keycaps.
Okay, so I've already changed the keycaps and this is how it looks like on the keyboard. I really love how the RGB just like softly shines through these keycaps and it looks so good. Like RGB always goes so well with white. Just look at that. And paired with the transparent acrylic base, this is so perfect. I think I really like the typing experience on these keycaps. They feel really smooth to type on, but I think I'll probably need to get better switches because I don't really like how these tactile switches are sounding. So I might change my switches in the future. But honestly, the touch and feel of this keycap set is so good and I love it. It's so smooth and feels so buttery to type on, and it gives off this really elegant look. It's perfect for minimalist white setup, or it fits into any kind of setup because white just goes with any color, whether it's pastel, colorful, or even black and white. This keycap set is gonna go well with just any color of setup. This is how it looks like in my setup right now. I have a very pastel setup, so this white definitely goes well with all the pastel colors. And I love how it softens the RGB of this keyboard. Like it diffuses the RGB to make it look more pastel so that it fits right into my setup. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!